We now have all the component parts that we require. We have the two taped forms that we started off with when we first drew onto the last. They then became the mean form, which we then checked against the last, and we adjusted the mean form so that it became the master standard, which we then corrected the back curve, we flattened the forepart, we added the allowance on the bottom. We also drew in the stiffener, the 3/4 cut, and the lining line. From this, we made the 3/4 vamp upper and the quarter. That's your upper pieces. We also made your vamp lining and your counter lining, which would fit in like this. And your stiffener, which will go between the two when they're all stitched together. The next thing that's required is a piece of paper on which we can draw the design standard. This is a representation of what the shoe will look like when the upper is stitched but before it's lasted. So we need to draw the outline here. We're only drawing the part of the upper that's visible from the outside. So you won't see the lining line, you won't see the stiffener line, and the 3/4 is on the inside. So we draw this, sketch this in, and we give it a little curve to make it look more three-dimensional. Same at the back. And we join the dots. Join all the lines up. So it's starting to look like the upper. This is the kind of instruction that you will give with your pattern to the closer, whoever's stitching your shoe up. We then need to add the stitching. Stitching has to be fine and even. Be careful what you ask for, because you might just get it. This is called a design standard. And would go with your pattern pieces as a kind of instruction manual to accompany. There's the finished design standard with all the labelling and all the pattern pieces. These can now be stored in an envelope and later cut out and used and turned into a shoe. The end.